So, do you ever have like moments where certain people that I guess like were like, I wouldn't say pivotal people, but like were a part of pivotal moments in your life that you think about and wonder where they're at now? So, we live in a social media age where most of the time, if you wonder where someone is at now, all you gotta really do is look online and like you happen to run into someone's social media, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook is a big one, or any other social media, because you know the degrees of separation aren't that big. Where you more than likely a lot of times run into someone you knew from way back when. Except it's three people in my life that I've thought about recently, and I've always wondered where are they now. Hopefully they're still amongst us, and I just hope their life is good, because I wouldn't say like I'm seeking them for friendship or anything, but these people like were a part of my life in very pivotal moments, and I just hope that life is treating them good. So this first person was a friend, well, someone I knew in middle school. I think I was like about 12, and she was at the middle school that I went to, and I think she was an eighth grader. I'm not sure how old she was, but I do know she was like older than me, and she was an eighth grader. And she, for me, I felt like was a very, I guess for a 12-year-old and a peer, she was one of those where like she really is unapologetically her. And I think she kind of had to be because of her name. Her name was Cuddles. I didn't know her last name, but her first name was Cuddles, and I just like looked at her in awe, because growing up a child of an immigrant, you know, you're taught to be a certain way. And looking at her and seeing her as a peer, and just looking that she was completely opposite from what I was taught was the proper way, I just like I always looked at her in awe, and I always just wondered like how is she doing. I have never come across her on social media. I would love to, like, not like we gotta be friends, but I would just love to see like how she's doing, and I'm hoping she's doing good. The second person was my roommate. So back in high school, I was in a program called the Upward Bound program, where like during the week, during the school year, we would like have a study hall. We would study. It was like ran by teachers, and that would help us in various subjects. And then during the summertime, like we would go stay on campus. At that time, I was staying on the University of Miami's campus. So like every summer, from I think like your incoming freshman year to your senior summer, you go to the program during the summer. You stay in dorms, you go to classes. Basically, you get a full college experience before you get there. And then like you engage in like extracurricular activities, and then at the end of the summer you compete against other upward bound programs at other colleges. I don't know if it was like a nationwide thing or just a Florida thing. But my roommate, her name was Tiffany. Tiffany and her mom took me to like one of my very first concerts. And honestly, because you know it was my first year, I wasn't sure like what my roommate would be like, kind of like how college is. And the way we just clicked, and we were really like we clicked, and we were really good friends at the time, but I guess we kind of like fell off. And I always wondered how she was doing, and I just hope life is treating her good. And then the last person was someone I actually knew when I was like a little bit before I had my son. So I was like 18, and I won't go into like how we knew each other, but like I was super young, and she was not that much older than me, but she was older than me. And but because of the way her life was, it's like she shouldered so much. She had like 2 or 3 kids, and you could tell she was like dealt like a really hard life, but she was just making it happen with her kids. And just like she was just like, I just was like amazed by her. I looked at her like in awe as well, because I was like, she's so young, but she's like so grown up. Again, I'm only 18. And her name was Juliet. Now with her, I did come across her on social media maybe over 10 years ago, and I haven't heard anything about her since. I haven't ran across her since. People actually still go on her social media, like to this day, still posting saying hoping all is well. I don't know like what really is the deal, but I hope like life is treating her good, especially Juliet, because it's like she deserves so much more than she was dealt. But yeah, those are the people I wonder about.